All right, so 2 videos ago, I showed you my creative player being the best creative player that there ever was in MLB The Show history. Well, I wouldn't say ever was, I would say since MLB 17. We have not been able to max out our creative player since MLB 17. I'm going to teach you how in this video, but before we get into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn those notifications on, and in the comment section below, let me know how your offline grinding is going. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at how we make the best creative player possible. Starting off, you're gonna have to go to Road to the Show, right? When we go to Road to the Show, what you're gonna do is you're gonna click more options and you're gonna click a start new. Okay, now when we do that, you're gonna want to select a loaded roster. Now the one I use is gonna be Hard Pards. If you haven't checked them out yet, go check them out on YouTube. It's Hard Part on YouTube. Go check him out. Shout out to him for making this Road to the Show roster. Basically what it does is choose the Reds as the team you want to go to. Those are all 99s on that team from AA all the way to major leagues, and every other roster in the major leagues is going to have the worst overall players all the way throughout. So basically you're going to be putting up tons of runs, so you can get more opportunities to hit and whatnot. Okay, so make sure you download that in the roster boat. Look him up by his name, Hard Part. You're gonna go ahead and load that roster, and you're gonna go into start your career. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick the Reds. All right, once you do that, do the missions and whatnot, get all the way through and get all the way into Diamond. Once you get to Diamond, well, once you do that, you're gonna go ahead and start a new ball player, and you're gonna pick two-way player. Okay, you're gonna pick velocity, and then you can go with power or contact. Fielding, I don't know how that works, but power or contact, I went with contact. That's just preference. You can go power as well. It's still gonna give you maxed out everything. But I went with contact. That's the 2 builds I went with. So velocity pitcher, again, velocity pitcher, contact when it comes to the position. And then I've picked catcher as the focus for the for his secondary position, or whatever you want to call it for his position on the field. I picked catcher, okay? So once we're done with that, again, we'll just say it again. Two-way player, velocity pitcher, contact. You're going to want to pick starting pitcher, because if you pick closing pitcher, you're not going to be put to play on the field. You're not going to be starting every game like you need to be to get your missions done so you can get to Diamond. Okay, once we do that, pick starting pitcher, confirm, and then you pick catcher, then you confirm and continue, and you won't be I'm not gonna go because I already made my player. All right, so again, position player, pick velocity, pick contact or power, either one, then pick starting pitcher and pick whatever position you want. I picked catcher so that I can do that, so I can have him as a catcher as his technically primary position when he plays the field. Technically, once you get into Road to the Show, again, pick the Reds as your team. You got to download that roster that I showed you there at the beginning, pick the Reds and play your game so you get your you accumulate your stats and you're able to progress in the missions and get your guy up to a diamond. Okay, the higher he goes, the more perks slots he's gonna have. He starts off with 2 perk slots at bronze. Get all the way to diamond, he's gonna have those 4 perk slots. All right, we got our guy to diamond. He's gone up in his attributes, his hitting, his base hitting. You know, everything starts at 30 and whatnot. Once you get that done, your base attributes might be up to 35, 36, who knows. Then you can simulate the rest of the time. Once you get him to diamond, you can just simulate the season, and his base attributes will slowly build up. If you want to get them all the way to 50, which is the highest you can go, just simulate the seasons. It's going to take you a little bit, but just do that. All right, once you're done with that, your guy's stacked and ready to go. Here's the stuff that I have. Okay, here's the stuff that I have on him. Okay, give me 1 second. This is a little bit different than before. Perks. All right, so for perks, I have power 3 and power 1, both for diamond. All right, I get +4 power, and then +3 clutch and +3 arm. And then for the other power, it's power on both sides, and I get +4 on the clutch. Again, remember, clutch is important this year, right? Contact attribute, or it replaces the contact attribute when runners are in scoring position. So you want that clutch as high as possible. Second, then we have contact 3 and 1. So both, it's 3 and 1, however, 2 powers and 2 contacts. Both are diamond. Now, with that being said, we're gonna have the contact 3, which is a +4 contact for both, +4 vision, and +4 clutch. And then you got the contact 1 that gives us +5 contact for both and +5. So in total, we have gone up 9 with just the contact. There's another 4, so that's 13. And then that's another 3, so that's 15 clutch total that we went up just with our perks. All right, equipment. All right, so I got this bat because I'm a contact, which means the contact's gonna be better, obviously. Power's gonna be a little bit lower, so we added this bat. It's called the KS10. All right, it's a diamond bat. It's that one right there. It actually gives you +7 power twice, so it gives you +14 power total. No contact boost, but +7 power for both. You get +14. That's the highest you can go. Batting gloves. We're gonna use these rhythm batting gloves. Okay. +5 contact, +6 power, +4 clutch. It is the batting glove with the highest possible. It is the batting glove that gives you the most clutch possible with decent other contact and power numbers, along with vision as well. Fielding glove doesn't really matter because right now I mean I think I have a silver one equipped to him, but it doesn't really matter right now, and I'll show you why it doesn't matter coming here shortly. Cleats, I have these gold cleats on them. Okay, I'm gonna put those diamond ones on shortly, but for now I have those gold cleats. Catcher's mask, there's really only silver. Oh, actually there's a diamond one. My bad. I'm sorry about that. I do have a diamond catcher's mask on him. Chest protector, there's only gold ones, so I have the one with the highest block, which is this one right here, +5. Leg guards, there's only silver. That's what's only silver. There's nothing higher, no gold or diamond. I'm gonna actually put them with this one because that gives you +3. Elbow guard doesn't really matter. There's no elbow guard that gives you anything beneficial besides discipline and durability. Same thing with the shin guard, doesn't really matter which one you use. Arm sleeve, I only have a silver one right now. I gotta get a higher one. Back grip, I use this Mike Trout back grip. It gives you +4 contact and power, and then +5 clutch. So now we're up to there was +4 and +5, so we got 9 more on this end, plus the 15 we already have. That's +24 clutch. That is absolutely huge. Okay, right now I just have these. There's really no eyewear that's gonna give me, it's just gonna be better for the fielding, but there's really no eyewear. I'm gonna put these on here shortly. These actually give me +6 vision, +5 reaction, +6 fielding. And then ritual, I don't have a ritual yet. I haven't bought the ritual that I need, which is the legendary call, but we don't really need it. Again, I'll explain that shortly. Socks, I just have these gold socks on, nothing crazy. They give me +3 speed and +5 seal, so nothing crazy. I need to get some diamond socks. But again, at this point in time, we really don't need anything spectacular. If you put some work into your creative player and road to the show, and we'll show you why when we get into explaining how he becomes the best he can be. So we'll be jumping into that shortly. We have to go play versus CPU to show you how to do it. All right, so we'll go back to Diamond Dynasty. How are we gonna do this? Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Let's go to play versus CPU. All right, so first of all, we gotta have them both in the rotation and at DH, just like we would use Otani. If we wanted to do that, we would do the same thing. Okay, you see out of position there, there's a reason for that, and I'll explain when we get to the play versus CPU screen and we get into. So as you see, 125 contact versus both, 124 power. That's going to be 125 as soon as I either put another equipment on him, like maybe a ritual that gives him power, or if I just sim a season and get his power up a little bit more against righties. Right now, he only has 90 fielding, 78 arm, 88 reaction, 99 speed, but I can easily get that fielding up by putting a better glove on him, and I can get that arm strength up by putting a better arm strength. Now, what I do is in this menu right here, I switch the positions. Okay, you cannot put him, he has to be at starting pitcher and DH. The reason being is because for whatever reason, when you have him at both positions, the equipment that you put on him and the perks that you put on him count as double the amount that they actually give you. So for example, that bat that was +14, it actually gives me +28 power. All right, batting gloves that I had, they were +6 contact and +5 power. So instead of getting that +5 contact, it gets +6 contact, +12, +10 power. The 4 clutch becomes +8, and so on and so forth. You get it, right? We'll just jump into the game real quick just to show you how good he is overall. You're gonna see how high his clutch is, which is absolutely huge, and everything else like that. Substitutions. All right, look at that right there. We got the clutch at 125. All right, fielding's at 90. Again, if I just equipped even better equipment, he'll be 99s across the board with the fielding, arm strength, reaction. The speed will be 99. The only thing is a steal. I don't think he can get up to 99, but maybe he could. I don't know. But I mean, look at those hitting. You have 125 across the board, 125 clutch. What else would you want to ask for? He's literally Mickey Mantle from last year. That's what he is, Mickey Mantle from last year. And you can put him at any position you like. He's going to be in the starting rotation. I will never use him as a pitcher. I will only use him as a hitter. Again, I repeat that. I will never use him as a pitcher and will only use him as a hitter. I don't go that far to use him as a cheesy pitcher. I think that's super cheese. I will only use him as a hitter. So with that being said, back to the quick synopsis. All right, press more options, which is square, start new. Okay, make sure you go to the roster vote. Actually, this is where you have to go download it. Bolts, roster, search. put hard part. All right, and use that roster. Download that roster, save it. Once you go back to Road to the Show, start new. You're gonna load saved first. Load that up. All right. Once you have that loaded up, then start new. Ball player. Remember, pick a. Let's go ahead and do it. We're gonna pick a two-way player. We're gonna pick velocity. When it comes to pitching, we're gonna pick either power or contact, whichever you choose. All right. Starting pitcher has to be a starting pitcher. If you do not choose a starting pitcher, you choose a closing pitcher. He is not going to be starting the games you need him to start. Okay. And then catcher will be, or sorry, my guy's a catcher. Pick whatever other position you would like. All right. Once we're done with that, just jump into the Road to the Show. Do your missions that you need to do. Get them up to diamond to add those extra slots for the perks. Get those 4 perk slots. Once you finish that, you can sim the season to get your base attributes maxed out at 50. It's just going to take a little bit, but you can do it. All right. Perks, we got power 3 and power 1, both diamond, and then contact 3, contact 1, both diamond. All right. Everything's diamond, half and half, contact and power. All right. Then the bat is going to be this KS10. He's got +7 on both, so 14 power added. Then we got the rhythm batting gloves. Okay, that's a diamond as well. And we got the back grip is a Mike Trout one. That's also a diamond one. Okay, and that's it. That's all we really need in order to make him as crazy as he can be. Then what we got to do is we got all that squared away. We got to put him at DH, and we got to put him in the starting rotation. All right. In order to get him to play catcher, all we're gonna do is you got to remember to do it. If not, then you're screwed, because if you take him out of the DH spot, you're going to lose that DH spot if you move him onto the field. All you're going to do is, before you go into your game, all right, you're going to go ahead and change the position with the guy that you want to DH. Just throw him at catcher or throw him at whatever position you want your creative player to play at. All right, if it's shortstop, put the DH as shortstop and your cap at DH. Flip it before you go into your game. Once you flip it, it's absolutely done. But remember, he has to be in the starting position as a starting pitcher and in the DH spot. If not, the equipment doesn't double up like it does when you have them in both positions. All right. Anyways, I hope that helps you on creating the best creative player possible. Again, I will not use him as a pitcher. I think that's super cheesy. You can make him with the most insane pitches and the most dumbest delivery possible. I will not be doing that. Only thing I want him for is to play him on the field, and that's it. All right. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn those notifications on. Leave a like on the video, and in the comment section below, let me know how far you are with your offline grinding. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Love y'all. Peace.